Kent Adams with Pulse of Spokane. I hope you're having a good day. It's spring. We need more sunshine. We need brightness out there. We need good things to happen. But we also need some rain. It's been really dry the last month or so. But I noticed driving to work this morning, it was a little icy out too. So careful what you wish for. One of my favorite people are here, and he's brought another famous person along, Kaitlyn and Brian from the Girl Scouts. Yes, next on the Pulse of Spokane.
The economy is getting stronger. Banks are lending again, and interest rates are at historic lows. Now is a great time to buy your dream home. The caring and knowledgeable professionals at Homes for You have been helping people just like you for over 20 years. They take the time to listen to what you want and will help you find just the right home in Washington or Idaho. Real estate is what we do at Homes for You, 928-5782, or visit online at homes4uspokane.com.
This is River Ridge Frame Shop, called Frame It Today, where we can take your art, customize it, and get it ready to hang on the wall. Here at River Ridge Hardware, 2803 West Garland.
Weather in the inland Northwest can wear you down. And if your gutters are in poor condition or you do not have gutters, you could suffer damage that could cost a fortune to fix. Rainman Seamless Rain Gutters has almost 30 years of professional experience in serving the inland Northwest region and strives to ensure customer service that is second to none, from the time you call to the end of the project.
Well, it's one of my favorite times of year. What time is it?
It's
Girl Scout. It's Girl Scout time. Cookie season.
All right. And you brought some.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. It's a little bit of a bribe here. These are our new Lemon Ups here going on here.
Lemon Ups?
Lemon Ups. They started last year, but because of the pandemic, pun intended, there was a cloud over us.
Yes.
This year, you mentioned spring. We've got that going on. And, of course, we've got the Samoas, number two cookie in America, and Thin Mints, number one cookie in America.
Really?
And the Pacific Northwest loves chocolate. So we appreciate your customers, Kent.
Right. Well, good. Kaitlyn, you follow somebody that we both know who is the master cookie salesperson, Miranda Reed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What's it like? Well, now she's been out of selling cookies because you stopped after your senior year of high school for at least a year now, I think. So what's it like to follow that kind of leader?
Yeah, so I've met Miranda several times, and I've seen her still at Girl Scout events, even after she's graduated. And following a great leader like Miranda is so amazing. Getting to see how well she's done in Girl Scouts and getting to pursue a similar path is really cool.
Yeah. Now you're a senior. Tell us
Yes.
where.
The community school.
The community school. Now, what is the community school?
The community school is a project-based high school in Spokane. It's kind of by downtown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you learning? What are you learning?
So project-based is just integrated learning. So instead of separating all of our subjects by period, they integrate them into real-world projects.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we often say, well, you kids, you go into high school or college, you don't know what the real world is, but you get to learn things as you're doing things,
Yeah.
which I think is really good.
Right now, we're writing soapbox talks to talk to people in our local area about issues that we care about. Someone in our class is arguing to the SDA bus system why they need to change one of the bus routes in Spokane to better accommodate.
I've got a project for somebody on the STA. I think anywhere they pick up and drop off people, there should be a pull-out so the rest of us who are getting to business meetings don't have to get behind a slow bus. But we'll talk about that later. Yeah. Oh, okay, I've got to ask this. I love it when we have young people here because you guys and gals are our future. You really are. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be an engineer.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Engineer. Yes.
So I've been doing robotics for 8 years. I'm on an all-girls robotics team, actually sponsored by Girl Scouts.
Oh, fun.
So that has honestly just kind of ignited my want to be in STEM in my future career, and has ignited me to want to get an engineering degree.
That's terrific. What would be the one or two things you have really learned because of Girl Scouts?
So I think one of the biggest things that comes from the cookie sale and also just being involved in such a good organization is leadership and confidence. I think those two kind of come hand in hand. Getting a lot of leadership opportunities by mentoring younger troops or going to public speaking events and just getting confidence to be around a really good group of girls while I was younger, and now all of us are in high school and now I'm graduating. It's just a really great group of people. And then the other greatest thing that I've learned from Girl Scouts is that I love STEM. Before I was like, nope, math is not my thing. I don't like it. That's icky. I'm just going to go write an English paper. Now it's the total opposite. I absolutely love STEM. My math classes are my favorite, and I will 100% choose like building a robot over like writing an English paper 100% of the time.
Math never added up for me. I just had a tough time with it. And, well, English too. Well, all of school. But I love that you can explore things. And we've had many folks from Eastern and some of the other schools in our area with the STEM programs and so forth. And they're like you. They didn't realize that that was going to be their interest.
Yeah.
And now they're like in it 24 hours a day.
I know.
You know?
That's what's really great about Girl Scouts is there's so many different avenues. Like STEM isn't the only path that you can go down with Girl Scouts. There are girls who are getting business degrees, who are becoming the future leaders of America. Like there are so many avenues that you can explore with Girl Scouts, and so many opportunities that they give you to try out those skills and to have firsthand experience in those skills, and to make sure that you find something that you're really passionate about.
Right. Brian, you know what it's like to be young and then to go through your career in the Air Force. In fact, you were the wing commander out here at Fairchild for a while. And there's no way getting around standing up in front of a group, leadership and all of that, whether you're in the Air Force or leading a small group at a corporation. That learning leadership is so important, isn't it?
Kent, so well said. Leadership is the coin of the realm. And as a commander out there, when I had a Girl Scout or a Boy Scout that was part of my organization, they always showed in spades. Kaitlyn, thank you for coming today.
Yeah.
This is our Oscar winner.
Yeah.
I mean, if there are folks out there who are watching who have girls in elementary school, in middle school, this is the product of Girl Scouts. Someone who is a leader, someone who can communicate, who is confident, who's going to go out there and make the world a better place. There was a statistical analysis done, a survey done just last year, and it showed on average for alumni, girls who were Girl Scouts versus non-Girl Scouts were 10 to 20 points higher in all categories of leadership attributes. But leadership matters. That ability to go out, articulate a vision, find a dream, and then go and do it. You just heard it there from Kaitlyn.
Yeah.
There is no doubt that Miranda Reed is making the world a better place right now. There is zero doubt that this Girl Scout right next to me is not going to make us all happier in some community a better place.
Yeah.
Girl Scouts really has it going on, and a lot of it starts with a cookie, but it ends up with STEM, outdoor, and all the other areas that we so focus on.
Well, we talk about cookies, and it's more than fundraising for Girl Scouts. It's actually fundraising for future education for the girls themselves. Miranda, I think, had almost all of her education at EWU covered from the sales of cookies. So there's a self-interest there in going out and doing that, isn't there?
There is. I'll just real quickly, I'll turn it over to Kaitlyn real fast, but I'll just real quickly say to all the customers out there, you're going to see girls this weekend. So while I agree we need the rain, let's hope the rain holds off for the next couple weekends because we need it. Through the end of April, we're going to be selling cookies, and they're going to be out there. And most of the supermarkets and others have helped us out. But ladies and gentlemen, when you're out there and you see a Girl Scout, you're helping that girl.
Yeah.
Only 25% goes to the baker. 0 goes to headquarters in New York. The
Wow.
remaining 75% stays here to support camp programming. We were one of the few councils in America last year to do camp. We had over 800 camp experiences. That was
wow.
supported by
That's
a lot
terrific.
of the
Yeah.
lot of the sales, and then it helps the robotics team, all that stuff. So when you buy cookies from the girl in front of you, you're helping that girl. And you
Yeah.
mentioned it, when you buy from an older girl in middle school or high school, you're sending that girl to college. The power of the cookie is not just the calories, it gives hope.
It's
love it.
true.
If you have any other
You
comments.
practiced that, didn't you?
No, I just have seen over the last couple of years how it's made a difference for girls like
Yeah.
Miranda. Kaitlyn, what have your been
I mean,
reflections?
it's true. Buying cookies from a girl genuinely makes a difference in their potential life. 50 cents of each box of a girl from 7th grade till their senior year of high school can go towards a college scholarship.
Wow.
I get to pull from a college scholarship fund that I've been working on since 7th grade for my future
I
education.
love that. I absolutely love
and
that.
yes, and it also has funded my experiences in robotics, and just the experience of selling cookies and having that interaction with the girl also is teaching them business skills and leadership skills, and they're able to handle money and tally and all of these wonderful things. Like buying a box of cookies from a Girl Scout makes a huge impact.
I'm going to guess. I'm not, and you tell me if I'm wrong, okay? Because once in a long time I'm wrong, and that doesn't happen too often, okay? But my guess is if you wanted to get into STEM and some of the other things, standing up in front of a group and the leadership thing and selling cookies to people was not your expertise when you started selling.
Yeah, so
You've had to come out a little bit, right?
yeah, a little bit. Girl Scouts. So I've been in Girl Scouts since I was in 1st grade, since I was 6 years old, actually.
Oh, wow.
So I've been pretty much a lifelong Girl Scout, and it has made a genuine difference. I think that a lot of the confidence and leadership skills that I have now are as a result of Girl Scouts.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm also a huge theater person. I do a lot of community theater in Spokane, but I think a lot of just the base confidence and leadership skills have come from my experiences in Girl Scouts. And a lot of it came from when I was a Girl Scout in middle school or starting to get older in high school, because
Yeah.
it gets harder to sell cookies.
Yes.
An older girl standing in front of the store is a little bit less cute than a 6-year-old
Yeah,
standing there
I
like,
know.
please buy cookies.
Yeah.
So it's hard, and you have to rely on actual skills and leadership ability
Yeah.
and entrepreneurship
Yeah.
to sell those cookies as you get older. And Girl Scouts gives you the tools to sell those cookies when you're older.
Okay, I think that's great. Okay, we're almost in April here. I'm gonna guess, and tell me if I'm wrong. It's almost too late to join a Girl Scout group this year.
Never. Girls, come on board. You can join any time of the year. Just go
Okay.
to our website where you can get both cookies, and you can join as well. www.gsewni.org. gsewni.org spells out Girl Scouts Eastern Washington, Northern Idaho.org. You can join any time of the year. We'll help you find a troop.
Okay.
And we're going to help your girl go on a leadership journey to find confidence. We're about courage,
And camp this
confidence,
summer and
character.
everything else,
Camp
right?
this summer. We're enrolling in camp right now, which you
Oh,
can
fun.
sign up. Right now we have day camp here in Spokane. It's called Camp Ashwell. And we also have a resident camp, which is out on beautiful Lake Coeur d'Alene.
Yes.
We'll have all the safety health protocols in place to protect your girl. But we're going to take it to the next level. And Kent, last night I have a little daisy troop. It's our first year selling cookies, and I did practice with the girls. I have 7 of them, and they were all lined up there. And so I was a customer. Of course, I'm a pretty easy customer, but they had to engage me as I was going
better
into
be,
the
right?
mock store.
Yeah.
And 5 of them did, and the other 2 said, no, I don't want to do it. And just as we were breaking up for the night, the 2 girls came up to me real quick and said, Mr. Newberry, I got to try my cookie sale. That's the point about Girl
Yeah.
Scouts. Those 2 girls now have just a little bit more confidence
Yeah.
at the end of the night, and that's what we're all doing. And I'll say one other thing on our site is this year the pandemic has been tragic, and
Yes.
I am sad to all those who've lost family members. I've lost 2 personal close friends.
Oh, no.
So I will just say, though, that the pandemic did lead to a few upgrades. One of them is you can support the troop in your local area. I couldn't tell you this last year when we were meeting. This year now, when you go to our website, you can order cookies there, or you can go find where cookie booths are going to be. But you can put in your zip code, and troops are going to pop up right in your zip code. And so
love it.
you can go help a Girl Scout right in your neighborhood if
That's
you want.
neat. That's neat. Welcome to the 21st century.
I know.
We've
I know.
learned we've
We've
learned
only figured
everything
it out.
online, haven't we? But keep it up. I'll tell you, as a former YMCA kid and leader and so forth, and I was in Cub Scouts when I was younger and so forth. I think Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, YMCA, and certainly Girl Scouts added a lot to our kids and our grandkids and to the community. I think they learn things there that they can't learn really in a classroom of 25 or 30. You know, there just isn't the time to practice some of those skills that they may learn there, but to practice them and feel confident and all of that. We need to go back and really engage in all of these youth organizations because they produced a lot of, and you know this, a lot of leaders here in Spokane, the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts. We can name a lot of the leaders in today in Spokane, and we need future leaders. And so where are you going to go to school next year?
Montana State University.
Montana State! All right.
Yeah.
So you're going to
The
leave?
Bobcats.
Bobcats, all right. So you're going to play football there or anything?
No, I am not the sporty type. I'm more of a build robots type.
All right.
So, yeah.
Well, you're going to invent the new things that make our lives easier.
Yes.
That's important. Okay.
She is. And,
Yeah.
you know, there's no doubt she's either going to become an Oscar winner down in Hollywood or she's going to be the engineer that builds the rocket that takes us
That's right. You
to
said
Mars.
drama. What programs have you been in? Not much in the last year, but
So I'm actually currently stage managing a show at Tack at the Lake in Liberty Lake.
Okay.
It's a nonprofit community theater focused on giving kids a new experience in theater.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's-
and
yeah.
also some school stuff, obviously, but Tack has been a huge theater
my
influence.
twin granddaughter, who is turning 12 in a couple weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and her brother wouldn't be appropriate for Girl Scouts and stuff like that, but she went out a year ago, Christmas time, and got the role of Zuzu.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
her
awesome.
first time ever on stage, and that was so much fun to get that of the key. If we all know, I'm trying to think of the
It's
name.
a Wonderful,
Wonderful
Life.
It's a
Life.
Wonderful Life, you know, and all of that. And she just came out of nowhere and told her mom, and her mom, my daughter, said, "Oh, are you sure?" And she loved it. And then, of course, everything went silent for basically the last 12 months or so.
Yeah. Things are starting to get back into gear, though.
But
so.
it changed her performance because she was always the wild and crazy one, and it gave her some direction. And I happened to have her mom from Stage Mom on, and the director, and one of them, I can't remember which one, knew about the connection, but the other one didn't, and it was like, "She's your granddaughter?" "Yes." You know, and it was fun, and I had to ask, "How is she doing?" "Oh, she's perfect and behaves herself on stage." And I'm thinking to myself, I'm pretty sure I didn't say it out loud, that, okay, this is going to help. Give her some direction and some, a purpose other than just running around the house and going crazy.
Yeah.
Which she still does a bit, but she's much easier to handle these days.
That's good.
So these activities for our kids are really, really important, and,
Yeah.
and we need to engage. And so Girl Scouts, again, how can people
Yes.
learn more about cookies?
Just go to our website, just type in Girl Scouts Eastern Washington, Northern Idaho, or gsewni.org. And Kent, 2 years ago, they decided the cookie motto for the year, because that's what marketers do. And it was way before we even know how to spell COVID. It was, "We got this." Kent, Kaitlyn's got this.
Yes.
We do it, and our mascot is Hope the Horse. We are
Okay.
riding for the future, and girls like this will make America a better place. That's
Okay,
why we're
in
here.
a year, after your first year at Montana State, you come back. I want to hear how it's going, okay?
I will.
Okay,
a deal.
because I think that's great. And that's not too far away. Parents will be okay with that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good,
Yep,
good.
yep.
Thank you both. Girl Scouts, look it up. Join, okay? Get your daughter, your granddaughter, your neighbor. Good thing to do, okay? Thanks for watching the Pulse of Spokane, everybody. Have a great day.
Thanks for watching this episode of The Pulse. We are where you are. Check us out on any of these other platforms as well as our website. This show is sponsored by Local 29 Firefighters Union, Homes for You, and Apex Cannabis.